Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. I'm just doing an update here, being that it's summer and well towards the end of summer. I figured I'd give you a recap of kind of stuff that's been going on. I've got some basil and some barley grown in here, and it's doing pretty good. Try to transplant a habanero cutting, and I don't know if it'll take, but we'll see. But the basil's doing really good. I just kind of use it as a filler plant for right now. And then the babies I took out of here, and I put them in this bigger tank, and moved all of the bigger fish into this tank here. I've got another pregnant female in this tank down here, and I believe she is hiding in that flower pot back there. But then I've got a bunch of babies in there. You might be able to see them. One back there. You're going to be able to see. But there's a few back there. So. And then other than that, this tank's doing alright. I've got one fish in here that's missing an eye. And it's really kind of creepy. Alicia doesn't like it so much. See it? There he is. No eye. Alicia thinks it's like a mutant fish. And I guess maybe when it was little, it got its eye eaten or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I got a few in here that I'm gonna hopefully will be breeders eventually. I sex them, so there should be a few females. There might accidentally be 2 males in there. I'm not exactly sure, but up here I've got some basil just kind of growing away. It's doing pretty good. So it's under fluorescent, so it's probably not growing nearly. I planted it at the same time as that. So metal halide and high pressure sodium are definitely the way to go if you're growing plants. So that's the indoor stuff. I'll go out front here. I've gotten tons of habaneros from my habanero plant. It's, these are just some of them. We have, forget where Alicia put them, but she was hanging a bunch of them. And there's some cayenne peppers or chilies or whatnot. Some green habaneros that fell off. And then here's some chilies. And this is Alicia's been doing the stringing the habaneros up like this too. And she kind of puts them on a string and then takes a needle and thread, kind of threads the threads it through the stem and hangs them to dry, so we can use them up and crush them up and make crushed red pepper or whatnot. So. See, I got some more tomatoes coming in out here second, but they're probably not going to do anything because it's starting to get kind of chilly at night. We transplanted from the indoor aquaponics some basil, and I put them in these little pots here because we're going to sell them at farmer's market, and we sold a few, but if people are more wanted it towards the beginning of the season instead of at the end. So maybe next time around we'll be able to sell it then. So maybe this time we'll just kind of cut some of it up and crush it and dry it and whatnot. So we'll be able to use it even if we don't sell it. Our biggest seller has been the okra, as you can see here. We've had some old timers come up and tell us that the only kind of okra that people are normally interested in are okra that gets no larger than that one right there. That one is a little bit too large. It shouldn't get any bigger than your finger. Those are kind of good to pick right there. And here's my hand. Well, so if there's my hand, there's my pinky. If it gets any bigger than your pinky maybe, or the other fingers on your hand, it'll get too thick and barky. That's how it was described to me. So I'm getting this. I think my tomato plants are a little too close to this tobacco, and the tomato plants are over there. I would say maybe about 10-15 feet away, and I guess that's too close because maybe you guys can tell me if that looks like tobacco mosaic virus there. So if so, oh well, I can replant. It's not a big deal. It's getting towards the end of the season anyways, so I was gonna have to pull it eventually. So I'm letting a lot of basil go to seed because it's a big seller. And our biggest seller is the okra. I mean, we make about $15 a week off of okra. And that's only because we're selling like, you know, anywhere between, I don't know, around $2 a pound. So I've got quite a bit of okra growing down at the garden. But next year I think I'm going to make like a field of okra because people just love this stuff. Right now I'm letting it go to seed, which is why I'm letting it get super long, because each pod should hold around 120 seeds. So I'm pretty excited about that. I got to pick some chilies here. They're growing pretty well. I pulled the plants out of this other half of the barrel and tried to plant some lettuce seeds in there, but the seeds didn't take, so I'm not really sure why. But the fish are doing all right. I've taken one out, and I have them in that container in my garage with the yellow lid. And right now the fish is quote unquote purging. So I'm gonna leave them in here. It'll be 48 hours tomorrow, and I'll take them out and fillet them and see how it tastes. So other than that, this tomato plant just, like I said last time, it just keeps going crazy. It's huge. So it's just, I mean, that's one tomato plant, and it's pretty much covering, like, taking up half the grow bed. I mean, it is absolutely gigantic. So, and it's starting to put, you know, tomatoes on, I guess, or it's starting to flower. It took all summer for the darn thing to flower, which I couldn't understand why, but oh well. Next year I need to put some more iron in the water, let another basil plant go to seed, and then, yeah. I guess here's a habanero, as you can see, the little orange things in there. I'm going to have to pick some of these. The habaneros did really well. I ate one a couple weeks ago, and it was the biggest decision, or worst decision I've ever made. I was in pain for like an hour, and the feet crawled up in the fetal position. It was just, it's called the world's hottest habanero, so I guess they call it that for a reason. So it was very uncomfortable. But I got the tops cut off to these two tanks, and I'll hopefully be drilling sometime next week maybe, and getting these kind of prepped and ready to go for next season. And yeah, things are going pretty well, and I'm pretty excited. So yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad everybody keeps showing interest in it, and thanks to Slee Stack for continual comments that he makes that are always hilarious, and his videos are quite possibly the most hilarious videos I've ever seen. So I've gotten help from a lot of people now, and this has become just a huge project, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue with it and kind of keep expanding as much as I can until I can't expand anymore. I've got an acre of property, an acre of land, so I got some time and some expansion to be done. So. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.